Hi guys, today we're going to discuss Elliott waves. We've done this video before, but that's okay. We're going to redo it again because we need to understand the basics. The basics are very important. If you're going to be a successful trader, you need to at least have an understanding of it. So basically, we have 5 waves, right? We have impulse waves and corrective waves. Impulse waves are always in the direction of the trend, so you have to identify the trend first. Then you have an impulse, right? Let's say market is going up with an impulse. We have a correction, impulse, correction, and an impulse, right? Let's say market is going down. Same thing, an impulse, a correction, an impulse, correction, and an impulse, right? Market going up, market is going down. The impulses are in the direction of the trend because they are taking you somewhere. The corrective, we're just retracing our steps a little back for us to gear up for the next move. So if you are to add in support and resistance, your zones into these highs that market create are the ones, let's say market is going up, are the ones where you'll be putting your levels, right? So if market goes high, we normally take trades at these spots, right? The breakouts, the confirmation, this is the breakout confirmation, right? For early entries, you're trying to catch these trades, the retest trades. These are the retest trades, right? You have your retest trades, that's where you get 2 and 4. The breakout trades are the confirmations that price is giving us the impulse. So when someone says I'm waiting for a retest, that's what's behind it. Most people will talk about these terms and not even know what exactly is behind it. So the breakout trade is the one that gives you confirmation for the next impulse. So if you see a breakout, you know that this is an impulse that's about to happen. That's a big trade. All right. So the same thing if market is going down, we'll put our zones right here, right? These are the retest trades. 2, 2, and 4. Right? Breakout trades. That's where we get our confirmation. Yeah, that's where the breakout happens, right? That's where the breakout happens. That's our breakout trades, our confirmation that the impulse is unfolding, right? All right. So the rules. Corrective 2 should always be in the area of 1. If price was to come down and then touch or go outside the low of 1, then the whole setup has been invalidated. Then you don't have a 1, you have something else. Something else is happening. So you have to reevaluate your analysis. The same thing with going down. This is our 1, right? That means this is our high and this is our low. If 2 goes up outside of 1, then that's invalidating our setup. You have something else, we have to reevaluate everything and we think again. All right. 3, sometimes 3 can be double the size of 1, right? So double this size. If you are lucky, you will have that. So there'll be something doubling from the low. 3 always starts from the low of 2 with the high with an impulse, right? And yes, we talk about breakout trades here because this is where we get a confirmation that this is 3. When price is still in this area, it can do whatever it wants in this area as long as it does not break the high or the low. The moment it breaks, that's when we have the confirmation that now this is 3. So then we go back and we find the low that was created and we mark that as our 2. And then we know 3, as long as price is above 1, 3 is unfolding. The same thing with the downtrend. 3 can be the size of 1. If it's not double the size of 1, right, it will be at least the size of 1.5 of 1. 3 always tends to be bigger than 1 at times. Sometimes it might not happen like that, sometimes it might, right? So it's just good to expect that 2 can do anything in the area of 1 as long as it does not break the high, right? Yes, price could give us a fake out, but as long as price does not close above, price is still 2, right? And then it breaks out with our confirmation that we have an impulse unfolding. Then we now know we're in area of 3. So if I'm in area of 3, I'm not gonna look for price because my trend is saying price is going down. So you're looking to sell so that you catch that big trade, that impulse trade, right? And then when you have your high, when you have a new low that is being created and you see market is trying to give you reversal signals, then when you look at your Elliott 12s, you will know market's about to give me 4. So what happens when market's about to give us 4? Then we have price retesting. That breakout trade, price is retesting. Remember? Because you caught the breakout trade here, right? You caught the breakout trade here, right? And then you received your 3. After you have your 3, what's next? We have besides even knowing that we have a 3, if we have a breakout trade, we always get a retest. So I had a breakout trade, and then price created a high. What am I expecting when price created a high? I'm expecting price to come back and retest, right? That's when you have your 4 being created. So probably you have your buy limits already waiting, your sell limits already waiting, that if price just gives me a wick that touches this area, then price is confirmed that 4 has been created as long as price does not close below, right? I mean above and below. That means 4 has been created, and if 4 has been created, I'm waiting to buy if price is going up. I'm waiting to sell if price is going down. Then you know I'm gonna have another impulse. And normally or sometimes here and there, 5 will be the size of 1. So knowing how much 1 moved, and knowing that 5 could be the price of 1, then you use the clean traffic analysis. You look to your left, where is the next point that price might hit. You're using support and resistance also when you're doing that. And then when all of those things are in line, then you know you have the perfect trade. You are trading with the market maker. You're doing what everyone else is not doing. So these things might be very simple, especially zones, literally basically zones, or understanding breakouts and retests, or even just understanding impulses and corrective waves. That's what makes a successful trader. So it's nothing complicated, very basic, but it gives you the best results, right? Let's try looking at market examples, right? Take this out, right? Market examples. We could look at, all right. We could look at this area. We have, could say we have 1, we have a small 2, we have a 3, a small 4, and then we have a 5. If you notice 2, right? If you notice 2 and 4 are very similar in size. 1 and 3 are very similar in size. It's something basic, but it's very important. If you have a big 1 and a big 3, then you know 5 is going to be very small because price is already used up. It's fewer. All right, a downtrend example. We could say we have, let's say we have our 1, we have our 2, we have our 3, we have our 4, and we have our 5. Right? Wanna put your zones? What did price retest? Right there. See? Retest. Right there. And how do you know that price is in 4 on this retest? Look, price is already giving you rejections. And if you knew that price is giving me 1, 2, 3, and price is giving you a rejection pattern, what else is gonna come? What else? What else could you expect? How can someone fail? Think about it that way. It's literally right there. You can even look. The best part is this was our 5, right? It even gave us also another wave. So you could have caught 5 either way. No matter what you do, you could have caught something on 5. Look at this. We have 1, right? We have 2, we have 3, we have 4, and we have 5. Small wave, but it's giving you opportunities. You could be adding on those small opportunities, adding to your trades or adding to your profits, whatever it is. It could be working. But yeah, it's basic. Let's try playing on the daily time frame. If we look at the daily time frame, we could say we could actually say this could be an impulse, right? 2, 3, okay, right? This is the high of 2, right? That's a very interesting setup for the coming week. All right, so you have 1, 2, 3, and then the trend reversed. Why am I saying the trend is reversed? If this was 3, then 4 was not supposed to go above the low of 1. Remember the rules? 1 is the area of 1. 2 can be in the area of 1. 3 has to break out, has to give us the breakout trade. 4 cannot go into the area of 1. So this is an evaluation of our rules, right? That means this is something else. So when we're now looking at it, if this is something else, then what do we do next? We go on the weekly time frame. Because that was the daily time frame. Now we're re-evaluating our analysis on the weekly time frame. We can then now look, okay, what do we have? We have an uptrend that's happening, right? Let's see if we can actually put a trend line. Sorry. Let's see if we can actually put a trend line. We could have something. We could use these bases. We could have this week and these weeks, right? So we could say this has been our 1. This has been our 1. And looking at how big it is, this could be our 2. So if this could be our 2, that means a potential 3 is coming. So what gives us confirmation that a potential 3 might be coming? Very simple. Look at this. these weeks. These candles are all bullish. They are rejecting the trend line, and these candles are all bullish. There is no bearish pressure whatsoever. All of the bearish candles are very weak candles. There is no bearish pressure at all. With the resistance here right now, we're adding our resistance. If we have a resistance right here, look at the shape that's forming. Okay, some people might say shoulder, right? Head, shoulder, for price to go higher. All right, we have that in mind. Some people might even call W formation, right? For price to go higher. Keep it simple. It's very simple. Trading is very simple. It would even be more enjoyable if people did not try to complicate these things. Keeping it very simple will work in the long run because you don't have to think too hard. It's right there in your face. You just use the information that you have. You don't have to complicate it. That's all. We'll do another video based on Elliott waves. I hope you enjoy.